is starting to get nice and breezy and chilly where I live. And although it's only September, fall is definitely in the air. It's time to start getting ready for one of my favorite holidays, which is Halloween. And although I'm not gonna decorate my house quite yet, or my coop, I still want to take you guys to some different stores and look at some different Halloween decorations that are fun and appropriate for your chicken coop or for your home, and some that are farm and chicken themed. And not to mention, a lot of these stores switch over to Christmas really fast. A lot of them even switch over to Christmas in October. So I figured if we don't go look at the Halloween stuff now, we might miss our chance. So first we're gonna go to TSC, and I know I'm not a huge fan of these big chain feed stores like that. I don't really recommend getting live animals from big corporate chain stores like that, but I figured it doesn't hurt to go look at their decorations, and I've heard that they have some pretty cool chicken and farm themed decorations there. So we're gonna go take a quick look. And then we're also gonna stop by HomeGoods and the dollar store. So let's go. All right, so first we go to TSC, and mine unfortunately was very picked over. I guess word got out that their Halloween stuff was out and people rushed over there, so there was not a ton of stuff left, but I'll show you what they did have. So I've heard that they have some pretty cool chicken / Halloween themed outfits. The only thing left at the location I went to was this hat, but it was still pretty neat. And then of course their famous giant chicken skeleton. They had some cool looking solar powered things, such as this ghost chicken. And then they had some skeleton looking cat and chicken decorations that were also solar powered. They also had these solar chickens, which I really liked. They had a skeleton one, a witch, a ghost, and a pumpkin. I really liked them, but they were $25 each, so I did end up getting the pumpkin one. I wanted to get more, but at that price I was not buying more than one. Here's a look at that big skeleton chicken again. Then they had more animal skeletons. They had these skeletal chicks and ones in a nest. I think they were like little vultures. And then here's some more. I thought these were pretty cool, but everything there was pretty pricey, so I didn't want to splurge too much. You can find the prices listed on their website. And they had some blankets. They did have these little light up statues. I thought the witch one was really cute. I did get one of those. That was $12.99. And then I really thought these cows were cute, and the chicken skeleton statues were pretty cool too. But they were $60 and they weren't even that big, and I just couldn't justify spending that on it. Maybe once Halloween's over, if I'm lucky and there's any leftovers, maybe I'll go see if they're discounted, but I didn't want to spend that much on such a little statue, but they were really cute. So unfortunately, that was about it at the TSC I went to. Not a whole lot to see, but we went to HomeGoods next, and there's a little bit more to see there. Now, they have a lot of cute decorations. You might not typically think that you could find stuff to decorate your chicken coop with there, but I can assure you they do have some stuff there that's pretty nice. And then I'm going to show you just stuff that's nice for your home too, because who doesn't love decorating for Halloween? So here's just a look at some of their different stuff. Giant spider. You could mount that spider on your chicken fence. That would look pretty cool, mounted up high so they can't peck at it. Then here's some more Halloween decorations. The fake flowers and wreaths and garlands would look cool on your shed or high up around your chicken fence where they can't peck at it. That would look really festive. Even these golden bugs you could mount onto their coop or onto the fence. And then this bowl I thought would be really cute just for inside the home. Some more random decorations here and there. They had a lot of cute stuff. I really like this. You could use that inside. You could use these bowls for candy for trick-or-treaters. Or you could even put chicken treats in them if you're feeling really festive. You can give them their scratch right out of the cauldron. And then here's some glass pumpkins, because I always love looking at their glass pumpkins. This owl wreath I really love. You could put that right on your shed or your front door. And then the foxes were pretty cute, but I'm not a huge fan of foxes just because they like to eat chickens. I know it's just their nature, but because of that, I don't really tend to decorate with foxes. And then they had a lot of pheasant decorations, which I thought was really unique and pretty. I liked those a lot. And then, of course, the wooden mushrooms. I've always loved mushrooms, even before they became trendy. I thought they were cool looking. Some more pheasant decorations. They had some pretty cool turkey decorations, too, getting ready for Thanksgiving a little early before they switch over to Christmas, which they tend to do pretty rapidly here. So if you want fall decorations, I'd say go soon. This pumpkin I thought was gorgeous. $16.99 for that. Some more festive decorations. And this ghost picture I actually ended up buying. The ghost dog is really pointy, which reminds me of my dog, so I joked and said that that's me and my dog Eva in 100 years. some pumpkin plates, pumpkin cups, all sorts of stuff here. I really love HomeGoods. Salt and pepper shaker. And then these Day of the Dead cats were really cool. I ended up getting one of those as well. And then down below they had some ghost charcuterie boards, which I thought were really cute. And fun fact, beyond just Halloween stuff, HomeGoods has some chicken decorations too that they typically get in throughout the year. So you can find cool chicken and rooster stuff there, which I really like. I was a big fan of that. I almost got that, but I had good self-control. And then here's some table runners, Halloween themed of course. And then down this aisle they had some more fall type decorations, some little bowls that were really cute, shaped like pumpkins. $12.99 for that one. And then here's some more chicken stuff that I ended up finding as well. I thought this casserole container was pretty cute. And then these are different molds. Traditionally, you can make Jell-O with them, but you could also make chicken treats in it, homemade suet, or even just freeze some herbs or some fruit and veggies in them and then give it to them in the fun Halloween shapes. And fun fact, HomeGoods also has plastic reusable egg cartons, which is really nice. It's a great way to store your eggs, and I like that they're plastic and see-through so you can see all the fun colors if you have different colored eggs. And then just some more fall and Halloween stuff for your kitchen. These little cookie jars you can even keep chicken treats in. And then some towels that were Halloween themed. I also noticed that they had a lot of crow decorations. I don't know if it was supposed to be crow or raven, but either way it works. And crows are very welcomed if you own chickens because it is said that crows will chase hawks away. So the more crows around here, the better in my opinion. So I thought those decorations were neat. And then here's some picture frames. You can put pictures of your favorite chickens in there to dress up your shed or your coop if you have one of those coops that has a side room for storage in it and you want to make it look pretty. And then of course there's soap. When you're handling poultry, you always want to make sure your hands are clean before and afterwards, so you can get some fun soap here and then use these festive towels to dry off your hands. And then of course I had to stop and look at their pillows and their blankets. They had a lot of cool ones for Halloween. I always like looking at those. Now you probably wouldn't want to use those in your chicken coop. They get pretty disgusting pretty fast, but it's still fun for inside of your house. Not everything has to be for your chickens, but it is fun to decorate for them too. And then they even had a cute little chicken themed costume for your dog. So they do have some dog stuff here too, if you're not already aware. So we looked at some of their costumes. It's hard to find one that fits my dog though. She's a whippet, so she's a unique, long, skinny size. And that was about it for HomeGoods. Next, here's just a really brief look at the dollar store. They had some cute stuff there, but my location was a complete disaster. I don't know what's going on there. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff out, and there was boxes and boxes blocking most of the aisles, so I couldn't even get to the rest of the Halloween stuff to film it for you. I'll try to go back. But in the meantime, I do have some other videos on my channel where I show off some other cool Halloween decorations I was able to get from the dollar store and dress up my animal areas up with. Which is nice because if you're putting decorations outside or if it's just for like around the chicken coop or whatever, you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on it because it could get gross and dirty. So getting cute stuff from the dollar store is a good affordable option. But here's just a quick look of what I was able to see and access here. They had some skulls and spiders, some little things that you can stick into the ground or hang on the fence. They had some solar lights, which were nice, and some leaf garlands, which you could hang up as well. But just a little disclaimer, and I know this is obvious, but I feel I should say it just in case. You don't want to have anything that is loose or that your animal could easily swallow or get tangled in or anything glittery that they could accidentally somehow ingest or get wrapped up in or hurt themselves with. So please keep that in mind if you're going to be putting something up near a chicken enclosure. Make sure that it's something that they won't be able to get injured with or ingest by mistake should it happen to blow down. And it's not a bad idea to get some zip ties if you're mounting something up high, just to give it that extra level of security. That way, if the wind blows it down, it won't come off of its hook because the zip ties will make sure it's staying in place, and then your animals won't be able to reach it. So that was it for today. I know we went through that kind of quick, but I just wanted to make a short and fun video to show you some different options out there for decorating around your chicken coop, your shed, or inside of your house. And as we get closer to Halloween, I will show you some more updates with how I decorate some things, because I think that using live pumpkins and gourds is a great way to dress up the chicken area, and plus, it also serves as a form of enrichment for your hens because they can eat it, and it is loaded with different health benefits if you feed pumpkin to your chickens. I have done that in past videos, so check those out. And then, like I said, I will also be keeping you guys updated as we get closer to fall and Halloween.